Good morning, guys. I am going to be making a short video today about Transcendental meditation, also known as TM, invented by the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Rest in peace. The yogi who taught me was actually taught by the Maharishi himself, so I was taught pretty like a direct chain. I don't know. So I was taught a few years ago about TM, and I am going to share with you today how you could get started in TM. I am not I'm not a yogi, I'm not any sort of guru or anything. I'm not licensed to teach this or anything. So please do not take this take this as if I'm an expert, because I'm not, and I'm not going to claim to be. I'm just kind of teaching you guys what I remember and how I meditate myself. So I like to wake up in the morning and do my meditation before I, have enough time to worry about any outside factors, such as bills or work or anything. I just try not to stress myself out too much before I'm going to meditate, so I can clear my mind and then be able to handle the rest of the day. So I like to just start with a clear room, a quiet room, someplace that I know I'm not going to be bothered. So right now I'm in my room, and then I get an incense stick. Right now I am burning lavender. I prefer, my favorite incense stick is the Om Champa, but I don't have any more because I use them all because I love them so much. So today we're using lavender, which is still very relaxing and soothing. So I'm burning this. That's what we're gonna meditate to today. Okay. Another thing is, TM is, like I said, Transcendental meditation. So you're literally transcending from one state of mind and thought and just one state of being to another. In that journey, like the transcendence, you can really feel a change, and that transcendence of your spirit can be easily disturbed, if that makes sense. So if you're meditating and you just open your eyes really quickly and go, just like get up and stop meditating, or you're disturbed by someone, or someone comes and knocks you over or something like that, it can really affect you negatively. I've gotten headaches, body shakes, and just general uneasy feelings from being disrupted from my meditation sessions too early. So we don't want that to happen. So yeah, make sure you guys have enough time that you're gonna need, just to not be disturbed by anybody, because it can actually have a physical impact as well as mental. I am 20 years old, so I'm going to be meditating for 20 minutes and then a 3-minute cool down at the end. In the main meditation, which is the 20-minute long one, will be the one that I am chanting the mantra in
which I'm chanting my mantra.
So as I was taught by my yogi, you meditate for however many minutes is equal to your age. Wow, I don't know how to speak English, do I? Okay, if you're 15, you're gonna meditate for 15 minutes. If you're 17, you're gonna meditate for 17 minutes. If you're, it's gonna stop at 22, because then it'll be 22 minutes and then 3-minute cooldown. That'll be 25 minutes total. And 25 minutes has been, I guess, deemed to be like a good enough time to meditate like that. So so I will be meditating for 20 minutes, repeating my mantra, and then a 3-minute cooldown, so that I can bring myself back to earth and back to whatever space I'm in, and have a smooth transition back to my previously scheduled programming. So there are about 15 or 20 or so if I'm not mistaken, mantras, which are pretty much just kind of like sounds, like they're not really real words. They're yeah, kind of like sounds, and you just repeat it over and over in your head, and that's like the only thought that you want in your head. You want to be cleared. You don't want to be thinking about what you're gonna eat for dinner or that. Like, you want your mind to be as clear as it possibly can, and you're gonna repeat your mantra for however many minutes old you are, and then yeah, do your 3-minute cool down, and that is pretty much it. So a rule that I was taught by my yogi is that, you know, you're not really supposed to share your mantra with anyone else. So I can't share mine. I don't know my yogi's mantra. I don't know the Maharishi's mantra or anything like that. So I know people are used to the you know, in the movies and everything, and Om actually also isn't a word. It's really the sound that created the universe. Yeah, so that's like kind of like what the other mantras are. For this purpose, we're just going to shorten the word mantra, and the mantra will be mana. And I'm just gonna quickly like teach you guys how you would do so by saying it out loud. You don't have to say it out loud at home. I prefer to say my mantra in my head because it keeps me all calm and collected. But for this purpose, yeah, so I like to sit cross-leg, crisscross applesauce, whatever you want to call it, with my back as straight as possible so I can breathe and I just feel aligned.
I like to take some breaths to really get relaxed.
And now we're going to start chanting the mantra. And so on and so forth for, like I said, however many minutes old you are, and then a 3-minute cool down with no mantra, no thought, just kind of at peace with yourself. You can think. It's not as restricted as the main, like in my case 20 minutes, where you just shouldn't really have any other thoughts going on. You should really be focused on your mantra and just your being, like just centering yourself in the universe. Whereas the last 3 minutes is really a cool down, and it's not as necessary to keep your mind like completely clear. Also, if you fall asleep, that is okay. This is transcendental meditation. You are literally transcending from one state to another. So I've fallen asleep a couple times before. Just, you know, you just kind of take it, but again, you have to be wary about how quickly you bring your energy back into the space, because like I said, it can just kind of affect you a little bit. Anywho, that was just a rough tutorial, I guess, and like about transcendental meditation, or TM. The benefits of TM is just mindfulness. It's really a good stress relief. You're supposed to meditate at least twice a day with TM, so they like to suggest like in the morning before you before you go to bed, or maybe like before lunch or something like that. So I prefer to do it like morning and night. If I do it twice a day, sometimes I only do it once a day. Yeah, just really good benefits. Definitely a stress relief. It can just really center you really center yourself, and just be able to be more mindful. And I think those are like the just 2 biggest benefits from transcendental meditation. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and happy meditating. Peace.